Hello Collective, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a reading for the beginning of December, and it is a collective reading. It is for all signs, and so it is just one read. There is no timestamps because it's not what we're doing here. This is going to be your reader, it's not, so I will call out the signs as I need to. It is for the collective, it's for all of us, it's all the energies. If this is your reading, it is, and if it isn't, it isn't. Try not to make it fit. All right. Here we go. We are talking about the collective. Please give us the collective energies for the month of December, please. Give us the collective energies, please, for the month of December. All right. We're starting with the shadow, which is the moon. There are things to be revealed here, which you are unaware of. It's something that you've manifested. It's something that you've manifested from another energy point in your life. It's like it's first got to go through the moon cycle. We have to go back. It's a decision that you made back in the balsamic or waxing moon stage. I don't know. I honestly, I am not your astrologer. I don't know what, I know those are moon phases, but I don't know when those happened. You might want to Google that to find out what the last moon phases were. But I feel like whatever it was you were manifesting back there, either the new moon or the waxing moon or the balsamic moon, I'm just looking at this crescent moon maybe, that it's about to, the baton is about to be passed on to you. It's like a knowledge that you have from back then is catching up to you. That's what I want to say is what you don't see, collective. Something is catching up to you that you've been thinking about for a while. Bottom of the deck, we have material, spiritual, and prosperity. That's what it could be. It could be material and spiritual help, material and spiritual prosperous things that are coming here, stuff that you don't see that's coming at you, stuff that you don't realize is actually coming to fruition. I feel like the old self is about to pass the baton to the new self, and the new self, I believe, is born around the full moon. It's like you made an agreement with yourself back there that you were going to get to this point. I don't think you've realized that you've reached this point, is what I want to say. All right. For the collective, the shadow, by the way, is the moon card, and the moon card is Pisces and Cancer. Could be talking about it. We're talking about psychic and intuitive energies here. So I feel like it's somebody, if this is you, right? This is you. You can see that the one that is on the left here is one that is sort of muted or transparent, or that was in the dark. I feel like you found the light, or something is about to be illuminated for you, because you are being illuminated here. There's a moon or something like that, an illumination over the head of you in the present moment here. So I feel like you're going to figure something out, or something's going to be revealed to you from the shadows. Someone could be coming out of the shadows. You could be coming out of the shadow. And it's because of your gaining of wisdom. There is some sort of a wisdom energy here. We've got, maybe you're out of denial. Yeah, well, you know, the deck is this way and denial is in the reverse. So I feel like you're coming out of denial is what I think. It says here, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions. Somebody has finally decided to accept maybe that the manifestation is not coming, or it's stressing you out that the manifestation is not coming. Either way, I feel somebody is seeing the light, that there's no more denial here, that you've come upon some sort of a wisdom or a knowing or some sort of knowledge. It says knowledge gained through experiences from a wise counselor. So I don't know if you've had help from a wise counselor. Maybe it's someone who is someone who could be the head of a church, or could be someone who is a wise counselor. Yeah, a counselor. So it could be psychology, psychiatry, a counselor. You may be counseling yourself from the past. That's almost what it feels like here, is that you are that you've given yourself counsel in the past, and now is the time when you're ready to receive it. I feel like you weren't ready to receive the counsel. It's like the counsel is here, and then it turns into wisdom when you finally decide that you want to receive it, or you're willing to receive it. You're learning of a lesson. That's what it feels like. The learning of a lesson or some wisdom that has come from whatever is in the past. Something has taught you and brought you to this spot in life right now. Tell me more about this. This is Tea Leaf Oracle. Tell me more about this, please. Thank you. We have the throne. We have position of authority. Someone from a position of authority may have been the one that taught you the wisdom, that gave you the knowledge, that helped you gain experience. I feel like it's a wise counselor we're dealing with. We have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. So wisdom about how you're feeling about someone, about some matters of the heart. There's a position of authority here, and I feel like the position of authority is the wise counselor. I feel like the wise counselor for some of you is you in the past. You gave yourself some counsel that you're finally ready to hear, or you're finally getting illumination from whatever was in the past that you were thinking about, something that has been lost in the past. It has to do with love or deep affection or caring for another, or possibly for the self. We've got Peacock, beware of great pride. And we have the Desk, pay attention to your work. For you, your work could be spiritual work, for sure. Yeah, it feels like some of you have learnt from the darkness, or from your dark side, or dark soul of the, like dark night of the soul. You've learnt, come through that, and now you have an illumination and the wisdom that whatever happened in the shadows sometimes is good. Because I feel like now you're in a position of authority about things that are spiritual or full of wisdom, is what I want to say. You're the position of authority now. I feel like somebody has learnt something here. Okay, let's look a little bit more. Let's take a look at the steampunk here. Tell me more about the collective, please. Tell me more about this energy. It's like you've become an authority on matters of the heart. You've become the authority on deep affection and caring. And you are now passing the baton to others, or maybe to the self that is now in this moment, in the now. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look here. Tell me about the collective, please. Tell me more about the shadow, the throne, the heart, and the wisdom. It's like you have a different view now of things. You have wisdom, and you have a different view from the throne of matters of the heart, of love, of deep affection, and of caring. It's like somebody has had a change of heart, or sees things. Maybe you were upset about it, or mad about it, angry about it, but now I feel that there has been some wisdom shed on the subject here, and you have a better understanding. We have the Five of Cups in the upright. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Three of Cups in the upright. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. All right, so we have a match set here. Somebody's come to some wisdom about the soulmate, or about a person I'm connected to, the person I see as my person. Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of mental chess. Charlie just showed me a marble chessboard. Somebody is sitting down on one side, moving the pieces, getting up, going to the other side, sitting down, moving the pieces. You against you. That's what it was in the dark. In the dark and in the shadows, in your shadow work. There is a video that I do have. It is titled The Lightworker's Chronicle. It is about shadow work and how to work through that. It's the story of an uncle. Yeah. Uncle Floyd. So we have the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel that the energy that we have here could be one of Pentacles. We have someone who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone who is living in a bit of regret. It's like I left the Two Cups on the table because this person is so sad about what they've lost that they didn't realize that there was still love here. The emotions you feel have poured out of all of this. Oh, it is really interesting because I just noticed there's 2 and 2 and 1 is 5. But there's also 3 and 1 is 5. There's actually 8 cups here altogether. So someone pulled away from you, collective. Someone pulled away from you, emotionally disconnected. This person could be dealing in a lot of addictions. Like they could have, maybe it's not an addiction. I'm not going to say it's an addiction, but this person I feel is someone who deals with their issues and heartaches and problems, emotional things with, they medicate themselves. It's self-medication rather than getting professional help. Y'all need to stop ignoring that psychology is a thing. Yeah. It will save your life. So we have the Three of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So, you know, what I feel is that we are dealing probably in pentacle energy, but understand these could be people, but these could be just energies. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles energy could be someone who's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like the King of Pentacles could be your match set, someone that you're not talking to, someone who's not acting like the King of Pentacles, someone who isn't very financially stable, someone who is book learned but is not paying attention to the knowledge that has been given to them. They're not putting it into practice. This is someone who is kind of a little bit off their game. They're not really, it's this person here. I feel like it's both of you, honestly. I feel like you have regret and sadness about the past, but I also feel that you're the one who's on the throne as the position of authority. We have masculine and feminine energy here, pick your side. And we have, you know, the Queen of Pentacles who's looking directly at the throne, the throne here, the position of authority. The Queen of Pentacles might be someone who is, who has a lot of knowledge about things of the heart, who has come to a bunch of wisdom after spending a lot of time, hard time in the darkness, in the shadows with themselves, fighting their own shadows. Somebody has regret, but from a position of authority has the wisdom to know that this person isn't ready. The King of Pentacles in the reverse isn't ready, isn't mature, hasn't matured, isn't responsible with their finances. And this is someone who could be watching you, wants to talk to you, but you know, in the absence of being able to reach out to you for whatever reason, whether it's they don't have enough courage, or that they would prefer to watch. I feel like somebody here has something to say, and I think it is the King of Pentacles. I think the King of Pentacles is watching the Queen of Pentacles, is wanting to say something, wanting to be very honest, but understand that I feel like the King of Pentacles being in the reverse and the Knight of Swords showing up here tells me that we want to have this conversation and we're sending messages instead. It's something quick is going to happen that the Queen of Pentacles doesn't see, and it might have to do with the King of Pentacles. What the Queen doesn't see, what the Queen of Pentacles doesn't see is there is love coming here. And it's coming up behind her really quickly. It's like she's not, it's not that she's not open to it. It's that she is very, not oblivious, no. She has turned her back on a situation of love, which she knows will catch up to her in time. The thing is I feel like this is creeping up on the Queen of Pentacles quicker than she thinks. There is a message coming here. We've got 2 knights. Someone is coming in to speak about their feelings, to speak about their emotions, to speak about how long they've been holding this cup. We have the Three of Cups here. I think that the King of Pentacles is the one that's probably doing the sneak up here. That's what it feels like. And if you don't have Earth in your chart, that's fine too. But these are two energies I feel that are sort of, we're not running parallel. Why do I want to say that? We're not in parallel universes. It's like we're worlds away from each other. I feel like the king is thinking about having a reunion, wants to have a reunion because he wants to speak about feelings to the Queen of Pentacles. He's feeling bad or feeling terrible about being disconnected or disconnecting emotionally from the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, understand, is also in regret. She's sad that she's not hearing from the King of Pentacles, but understand her back is to it. She's living her life and doing her thing, which is what we talk about a lot here on Ten of Cups Tarot, right? Stop waiting. Stop waiting for good news. Stop waiting for the person. Stop waiting for the love. Stop waiting for the apology. She has stopped waiting. She's now focused on herself. She's focused on her throne and her position of authority in this life. She is the authority in her own life. She's not going to let anyone tell her what to do. There is no one who is going to know her heart better than she knows her own heart. She is full of wisdom because of the time she has spent in the shadow. She has spent time looking at herself, all the parts of her that she had been denying that were broken, that she'd been denying that she couldn't get a hold of. I feel like that's what she met in the shadow. I feel like her child self is passing the wand to the present self and saying, run with it. You know what to do now. It's time to go. It says here, knowledge gained through experiences from a wise counselor. The wise counselor could be a psychologist or a psychiatrist for sure. Could also be someone who is of clergy, someone who practices counseling in clergy. Wise counselor could be anybody. Occupation, what else do we have here? High honor. Adjudication. Toil and labor of the official person. There's someone here that you might have worked for. Someone who deals in law. This person could be the person who has the last word, the official person. They're either going to cut somebody out or they're going to bring people together. It's like the adjudication is the official person. I feel like this person here might be the judge. The judge and jury about love and about the privileged lady. Okay. So the occupation. So I feel like the queen is focused on her own work. She's focused on self. She's focused on her work. She's creating things. She's intuitively creating things. This person might be in an intuitive business. Could be someone who creates things, uses their hands. And, all of those occupations where people create stuff, cake decorators, chefs, people who sew things, people who create clothing, those are all intuitive businesses. You are stuck to your gut if you are a creator. Yeah. So I feel like you have been busy creating your abundance. You are the position of authority. So whatever you do, collective, whatever it is that you do in a very grounded and logical way, and you are the position of authority. People look at you as someone who is in a position of authority. When it comes to whatever the occupation is, whatever it is that you do, you are or do have the ability to become the subject matter expert in the thing that you do, because you approach everything in a very slow paced, logical, going over the details kind of energy. And that's why people trust you, because you're logical and slow moving. You're not quick to make decisions based on the energies that be. You will hang back a little bit, collective, before you move forward. It feels like there's something that has gone on in the occupation, that maybe there is some sort of regret that A regret about work, a regret about something that we created. Okay, something that we created together. It could be somebody that you created something with. The creation could be a child. It could be clothing. It could be a business that we're talking about here. Take it as it resonates. The high honor here tells me that you are really good at what you do. That people do talk about you in an affectionate way regarding the thing that you do for your life's work, or the thing that you will be doing for your life's work. I've noticed we have 2 7s here. 3 and 4 is 7, 2 and 5 is 7. So we've got divine intervention. It's like this was all supposed to happen the way it's happening. We have the 3 of Cups that's calling to me here. We have a high honor. It's like somebody wants to throw a party for you, or wants to show everybody else how good you are at what it is that you do. I think it's the King of Pentacles. Somebody wants to give you kudos or high honors. And this is the social event, right? The 3 of Cups, getting our soul tribe together, or our family together, to give you high honors about whatever it is that you have done in your occupation that has made you the Queen of Pentacles, that has made you very grounded and very financially stable. Somebody wants you to talk about your emotions, talk about how you're feeling. We've got 3 and 1 is 4. This is someone that you haven't spoken with, or someone that possibly had not taken your cup when you offered it, or please flip it if that's how it resonates for you, that maybe you gave a cup and they didn't take it, or maybe they gave you a cup and you didn't take it. Tell me about the occupation and the high honor. How are they related here? Occupation and the high honor. 4. Collective. You're linked to the high honor with the 5 of Pentacles. So it feels like somebody left you out, or you lost a job, or you left the workplace. You cut yourself away or disconnected from the occupation in the past, and that led you to being the Queen of Pentacles. That now I feel that there is an adventure here. It's like you took something that was a negative and you flipped it to be a positive and said, look, I'm not going to look at this as the 5 of Pentacles. And I'm not living on a lot. My finances have been tanked. I'm trying to start a business. I'm trying to be the best at what I can do. And I feel like instead of looking at it as a negative, the 5 of Pentacles, as lack, I feel like you start to look at it as an adventure. The world's in my hands. I get to make all the decisions about my occupation from here. And I feel as though the high honor comes with that you have a lot of good luck. Honestly, I don't believe in luck. I believe in blessings from the divine. But I feel like the 7s are all about heaven. But for those of you who don't believe in that, you might believe that this is just good luck. There is someone here that wants to talk about feelings. Who is this? Too many. Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Who wants to talk about feelings? Because somebody is wanting to come toward you with some words and some emotions. Who is this, please? We've got the Taurus, or the spiritual teacher. I feel like this could be one and the same. You could be the spiritual teacher. Although the King of Pentacles is the Taurus, and we're in a general reading, it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's just earth energy. So the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups, somebody wants to talk about deep, emotional, spiritual things. They see you as the spiritual guru, and I feel like that's what you are going to get as the high honor. That you're the person who disconnected from the workplace, went out there, did your own thing. You left it behind. And it's time now for you to get the high honors of the person who is the spiritual teacher. You really made a commitment to yourself that you were going to just do your own thing, and it worked out for you. Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to find out how you had that work out for you. How did you do this? How did you cut away from whatever job you were doing and decide to go out on your own, and now all of a sudden you're in the position of high authority about things that are pertaining to the heart? Tell me about the love tribe. There we go. He's part of your love tribe, this King of Pentacles. He's in the reverse, I believe, the King of Pentacles, because this king, I feel, is in regret, and that's why he's in the reverse here. But the King of Pentacles is part of the love tribe here. Tell me more about that. It's a really abundant love tribe is what I feel. People who are all succeeding and having achievements. This, I feel like it's a bringing together, a celebration that is being planned in your honor. And you don't see it sneaking up behind you, but there are people who want to celebrate you because of what you know and how you feel it. You are the person who could be this, you don't have to be Taurus, but you are the person who is the spiritual teacher or the guru, someone who's teaching people about themselves and about their heart space. We have the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like there is some really beautiful stuff that's about to kick off here with this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, I think, is the one that's trying to put together this get-together for you, the one where you're going to receive the high honors. Why do we have regret here? The regret is, oh, it's a Tower as well. So the regret is that I see you growing with the sun. I see you out there in front of everybody, growing spiritually, in your career, in life, in general, that there is someone now sees you for who you are, collective. They see you as this person who is the Nine of Pentacles, minding your own business, staying in your own damn lane, and even though you're still dealing in the regret of whatever went on in the past with the King of Pentacles, you're moving forward. The sun says you're moving forward, you're being seen, you're doing things, you have a lot of energy, you're in a growth pattern, and you are looking great and abundant by yourself. And that's the Tower, I believe, for the King of Pentacles, is that you never needed them. And now this person, this King of Pentacles, I believe, wants to now create some sort of a situation where they call in your soul tribe, because I feel like the King of Pentacles is part of your soul tribe, and we're going to make some sort of a celebration of you. Very interesting. Tell me about the position of authority. The position of authority is the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. So now your King of Pentacles, I believe, wants to give you reciprocity. They want to take you out. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. They want to take you out. They're very attracted to you. They see you in a position of authority and it is whatever it is that you do. And now here they come. This person, I feel, didn't really have much faith in this connection, it feels, until they saw you ante up, or they saw you level up to be the Queen of Pentacles. This person's super attracted to you. They also are probably a very good friend, someone that you've known for a while. We are talking about a soul tribe or a reunion of a bunch of people who emotionally have connections to each other. I feel like this person feels like a soulmate. You're a King of Pentacles, right? You kind of look at each other as the same type of person. This person, I feel, is the person that wants to give you reciprocity. They're still very attracted to you, and the Page of Pentacles is everything that they've been thinking about, everything, all the spiritual stuff, the dreams, all of that, they're matching that now with action in the 3D. Somebody's coming back round. Page of Swords, time to talk, because we need to end this cycle of silence. It's enough watching. It's time to talk. Somebody's coming in with the Chariot here. Tell me about the wisdom, please. The wisdom is you're showing people, I believe, how to drop their burdens. People who are standing on a point, people who can't move, who are sort of stuck in their situations, somebody who won't stop standing their ground on something. You're teaching people how to drop burdens. When they get stuck, that's where you come in. That's what you're the authority on. How to love themselves more, how to get out of this shadow. All right, who are we talking about? Who are we talking about, collective? Let's get some more energy here. Who are we talking about? I feel like this person has been sitting in their energy for you for a while, trying to find a way around how to get back to you. This person isn't going to call you, isn't going to text you, isn't going to email you, but you may be getting some sort of an invite to some sort of a celebration that's happening with the Wheel of Fortune. A fortunate celebration that is going to change things for you. It's going to take you from a place of feeling unstable in this relationship with the King of Pentacles to a place of stability of the King of Pentacles in the upright. The King wants people to see who you are. The King is the one who is celebrating that you are the guru. Tell me more about collective and the King. All right. You may be seeing multiple numbers. You may be getting signs and symbols from the universe. I'm not talking just on the clock because, you know, it's easy enough to look at the clock once an hour. You will train your brain to do that. But I'm saying that you're going to find these signs and synchronicities. You will find them in places that are weird. On, you know, the tag of a car, on the bottom of a receipt. You just went to Starbucks, you got your favorite drink. Starbucks, not sponsored. You go to Starbucks, you get your favorite drink, and there's 333s or 555s or 888s on the bottom of the receipt. You or your person could have light hair, don't have to be. It could also be a mix of dark and light. Light hair could be gray as well, right? This is not an ex, so this is someone that you've never dated before. This is not someone from your past. You've not been married to this person. This person is physically fit. Maybe that's you, but it's also could be them. This person is intuitive. Okay, so the King of Pentacles may have water in the chart, something like Cancer. Cancer is highly psychic, like psychic AF, depending on where it shows up. This person could have Cancer in the chart. You might be seeing twos. They mean that balance is coming. There is hope and compromise here. Important decisions are being made. And there's going to be changes coming. Changes that are going to bring you a lot of balance and harmony. You or your person could be small in stature. When I wrote this card, I felt like it was like, it could be someone who's shorter but seems really big, or someone who's big that seems really small that hides themselves. Could be someone of small stature. Yeah, so there could be a mixture of dark and light hair. It's like someone has gray. That's what I want to say. And then we have air signs. So someone who's highly intelligent but doesn't necessarily use that intelligence all the time. When air signs are in the reverse, I feel it's like, I don't really know what to do. I'm not really using my logic. I'm not thinking things through. I usually think things through thoroughly, and I haven't been doing that. This person could have Taurus energy as well. We did talk about Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, right? All right, let's take some love oracles. Let's end up with that. We'll get you out of here. You've got power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. You don't have to take the invite. You don't have to say yes. For those of you who are done with the King of Pentacles being in reverse, you don't have to take the invite, of course. It says a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light and love. I believe that there is going to be a message coming for you from this King of Pentacles, who's going to want to set up a party in your honor, or a bringing together of your soul tribe in order to appreciate your whatever it is that you're doing for a living that you are the authority on. And it's going to be a time of great wisdom and dropping of burdens, I feel, in terms of where it is connected to the heart space, love, deep affection, and caring. I really do feel that you have, and the King has for you, this. Yeah. I think this King is, I feel, making this party or this get together so they don't have to have the uncomfortability of being face to face with you one-on-one on a date. I feel like they're bringing a bunch of people into it so it doesn't look like they're just celebrating you, that everyone is celebrating you. The Tower is here though, and I feel like that you realize what's going on because you're the intuitive one. Yes. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for coming here and for watching. I appreciate your clicks. I'm going to go, pardon me.